What's up guys, my name is Stoody. Told me you're back to another video. And in today's video I'm going to be doing my AFL preliminary final tips for the 2025 AFL season. Before we get into this week's tips, let's go ahead and see how it went last week. So last week I got 2 out of 2 tips correct, so a perfect round. I do want to make mention that I tipped Adelaide to defeat Hawthorn, and that tip obviously counts as that game was obviously rigged. I don't even need to watch that game. There's no way that Hawthorn would ever be able to beat Adelaide legitly. The only way they could possibly win is through match fixing, and that's what would have happened. So it counts as a correct tip, and everyone's been telling me that that game was rigged anyway, so I don't need to watch shit. It brings me up to a total of 177 tips correct for the season. So if I can continue to get every single tip correct for the rest of the final series, I will crack 180. I can't remember if I correct 180 last year. Would have to look back and see. But yeah, let's predict the preliminary finals. So on Friday night, we have Geelong taking on Hawthorn at the MCG. I'm going to be tipping Geelong in this one by 500 points. Well, this one's very obvious. Geelong clearly the way better team. Hawthorn do not belong in the preliminary final, let alone finals. The only reason they've been winning is due to match fixing. And surely Geelong will be able to defy the match fixing on Friday night and anal rape the Hawes. Getting rid of them finally. I'm telling you right now, if the AFL do rig it to make Hawthorn win the flag, I will be leaving the AFL community, which will be a real shame because I actually had a lot of plans for the off season and for next season, so you guys will be missing out on that. Because I am not putting up with fuckwit Hawthorn ferals. I can 100% guarantee you that. I mean, I could post a video on why Hawthorn have become such a feral club as well if you guys want. I know the reason why. But you guys will never know if Hawthorn are gifted the premiership. So, yeah, this should be an anal rape, should be world record sort of shit. Highest ever score, highest ever final score, highest ever finals margin, highest ever margin in general. Don't be surprised if Geelong average a goal a minute in this one and Hawthorn get no inside 50s at all. This will be a demolition. So moving on to Saturday night. Well, it's not really Saturday night, it's more Saturday twilight. We have Collingwood taking on Brisbane at the MCG. I'm going to be between Collingwood in this one by 26 points. Brisbane, they haven't been too convincing. They have a few injuries at the moment. Collingwood, they got a good win against Adelaide in Adelaide a couple of weeks ago. Hopefully they're not too rested because that can be an issue with the bullshit pre-finals bye. It does favour teams that lose the qualifying final or come in through the elimination final, mainly for these prelims. It has robbed quite a few premierships over the years. I know Brisbane beat Collingwood this year finally at the MCG, but that game was rigged if you guys remember. I mean, Collingwood are definitely the better team. They've had the wood over Brisbane for quite a while now. And with Brisbane not being at 100% fitness, I think Collingwood should be too good, too strong at the MCG and come out victories and go into the grand final. So, and I may be going to the Collingwood versus Brisbane game as well. Well, actually, I do plan on going to the Collingwood-Brisbane game. The tickets come out at 3 p.m. Today. It's currently 1:49 p.m. So here's the thing, this video won't be up until probably tonight. So by the time this video is up, you guys will know if I'm going to the game or not. I'll put a community post up if I am. But if I'm not, then I won't bother. So go ahead, have a look, see if I'm going to the game or not. It'll be on my community post. So yeah, it'll be my first ever finals game. And I've been to a total of 19 games this year. So going to this game will make it an even 20, which will be a record for me. My record is 10, which was last year in one season, so that doubles it. But basically, there's not really much else to say. I think Collingwood would get the job done against the Lions. Collingwood versus Geelong grand final, that'll be interesting. If I can somehow get grand final tickets, as long as they're not overly stupidly expensive, I definitely would be keen on that, but I highly doubt that's really possible unless you're a club member or an AFL member or something like that. A regular everyday bloke probably won't be able to go ever. You have to be very, very lucky, you'd think. Or at least know someone who is able to get access to tickets and that sort of thing. But anyway, so I guess those are my tips for the preliminary funnel. Only one more tipping video left for the year, and I better not be involving Hawthorn in that. I'm telling you right fucking now. Geelong need to beat Hawthorn. I know they're going to get robbed, but do the AFL community a favour and get rid of the fucking dorks. I am fucking sick of them. Fuck them. Anyway, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment for like this. Be sure to become a channel member. Just click the join button next to my name. Also, be sure to subscribe to my other YouTube channels. Be sure to subscribe to my podcast channel, King Sense Stoody. Also, be sure to subscribe to my second YouTube channel, Stoody Archives. Links to both those are in the description. Also, be sure to join my Discord server, East Coast Australian Sports Community. Link to that is in the description. Also, be sure to follow me on my other social media accounts. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, and also have TikTok. The username for my Instagram is StoodyOnYT, and the username for my Twitter and TikTok is StoodyYT. Links to all those will also be in the description. I hope you had a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video.